Bjarnheim has just been released. It is a massive map, and in this video I'll walk you through all the places you can find. Hello Dodo crew, welcome back to another video on ARK Ascended. Grab a bottle of water and let's get straight into it. First of all, I have to say, although this map is only 50% complete, it's probably one of the biggest maps we've had so far. I've rarely seen such a well-made map. All the regions have been designed with great care, and the ocean even has a seabed. Not only is this the most beautiful map I've seen so far, it's also for sure one of the hardest. Even in the easy biomes, the difficulty is similar to snow biomes on the center or the island. As Nekatus has redesigned the minimap and turned it into a journal, I've just taken the relevant part of the map and marked out each region clearly for you. The biomes range from cold to colder to even much colder, and you should for sure start in the easier biomes, as the others are impossible to survive if you don't know what you're doing. The first place you will see when you spawn on the map for the first time is the Ironbark Forest. It's a very classic redwood forest in the bottom left corner of the map. It's already quite cold here, but with a bit of armor and a campfire, it's still bearable. Here, you'll mainly find peaceful creatures to help you get started on the map. And you should tame your first creature straight away and build a small base, so you're no longer dying from the cold and you're safe. In this region, you'll also find a runestone that not only lets you spawn one of the bosses, but also craft useful buffs for you and your mates. Look for the path along the northern edge of the Ironbark Forest. This will take you through the larger parts of the map. The second place you can visit is the Rustlands. Here you can either spawn as a second easy spawn, or you can walk from the left to the right side of the map if you have spawned in the Ironbark Forest. Overall, the Rustlands are a little more challenging than the Ironbark Forest, as there are significant fewer resources and the creatures here are much stronger and more aggressive. By the lakes in the Rustlands, you will find abandoned houses that you can enter and build inside. This makes getting started much easier, as most buildings just need a new door to keep wild creatures at bay. Here you can build your first small shelter before continuing to explore the world of Bjarnheim. You'll find your first resources, such as wood and stone, to build a small campfire and a house. Look for the path on the northern edge of the Rustlands. This will take you through large parts of the map. The Amberwoods, situated in the center of the map, connect the easier regions, the Ironbark Forest and the Rustlands, with the rest of the map. They lie just between the starting regions, and a lovely path leads through this region to the rest of the map. Follow the path through the Amberwoods. It will take you right across the region, passing many beautiful spots and small villages that will help you make your way across the map. This spot is perfect for setting up a base, from which you can venture further north across the map. Here, you will find plenty of useful resources and creatures, and this region is ideal for establishing a base. The cold in this region is quite bearable, and the Goldenwood Mountains in the center of the Amberwood Forest are an absolute must-visit. Here you'll not only find good quantities of metal, but creatures such as Argentavises and Griffins also build their nests here. Are you tired of playing alone on a dead server? Sick of lag, wipes and admins who never show up? Then it's time to join TBS, one of the biggest no-wipe servers, on which I'm actually playing and I'm making a video on. On top of that, on their PvP and PvE servers, they have all maps available cross-platform, custom caves that are truly outstanding, auto-lootable raid bases and even full 48-hour offline raid protection during the week. Not only that, but on weekends it switches to a 3x orb, which offers the possibility for offline raids, more action and so much more. A maximum of 4 players per tribe is allowed, and there are cash prizes for the best tribes. Your starter kits and a bunch of other things are designed to help new players get started on these servers. And if you don't feel like defending your base at 3 AM in the morning, there are a bunch of other things that make it possible for players with jobs or normal lives to play. On top of that, if PvP isn't your thing, why not join one of their PvE servers? Use the code Frodo in the TBS store to get 10% off on your purchase. Join TBS ARK and I'll see you on the cluster. Thornborg is a vast green plain that connects Amberwood with the colder regions of the map. This is your last chance to build a shelter before you head into the icy mountains of Bjarnheim. It's a relatively peaceful region and the weather is quite bearable. In the center, you will find the abandoned town of Stoneguard, which you can capture and convert into your base. First, however, you will usually need to clear it of creatures such as Rexes, as they can spawn here. The path becomes increasingly narrow and difficult to see in this region, making it harder and harder to follow. This indicates that fewer and fewer travelers are visiting these areas, meaning you are venturing even deeper into the dangerous parts of the land. From Thornborg, you can head into one of the 3 extremely cold regions. In the northeast, you will find the Blowing Ridges. This is a bitterly cold mountain range, where you will encounter not only freezing temperatures of more than minus 25 degrees Celsius. Along the sparse path, you'll come across ice wyrens, wolves and other creatures that after a long winter are just waiting for something to eat. Those who prove themselves and reach the summit of the Blowing Ridges will find the Red Crown, a small, abandoned village that defies the weather. It's an ideal spot to build a small outpost so you can venture further into the land, because from here on, it gets increasingly difficult. If you head straight north from Thornborg, you will find the Glacier Lands, a glacier, an icy wasteland, or even certain death in the ice. In the Glacier Lands, the path is barely visible. Very few travelers venture this far, and even fewer return. This icy region spells the end even for the most well-prepared survivor. As dangerous as this region is, you absolutely must visit it. Not only will you find the jeweler here, who will help you on your journey and supply you with loot, but there are also many secrets to be found in the caves of this region. Anyone who has made it as far as the jewelers will also reach the throat of the world, the icy mountain peak in the center of the map. Many have tried to build their shelters here, but the cold and the creatures in this region have driven them all away. The few survivors still tell tales of the treasures in the caves beneath the mountain. If you head northwest from Thornborg and cross the throat of the world, you will find the city of Winterhold in the icy valley on the western edge of the map. This is home to the world's northernmost people, and to this day you can still hear them in their homes. From Winterhold, a new path leads north, one known only to the people of this region. It leads straight into the Deadlands, an icy desert where death is the only thing to be found. From the Deadlands, you can already see the ocean. But first, every survivor must make their way through a graveyard of whales on the coast of Remainings. Dead whales and the wrecks of ships that have sunk in the ocean are washed up here. The wreckage here bears witness to an enormous battle at sea. If you now follow the coastline eastwards, you will reach the frozen peninsula, a small, icy island guarded by its protector, who will repeatedly drive you away if you try to take control of this island. And now for something a bit more serious. At the end, you will find the Norse Sea, probably the most beautiful ocean in the history of ARK, which also features some new mechanics. The ocean is one of the most beautiful areas on the entire map. Not only is there a normal ocean, but also a genuine deep sea, the Abyss, which is not only incredibly dangerous, but also truly terrifying due to the way it looks. The deeper you go, the less you can see and the darker it gets. I hope you enjoyed this slightly different introduction to the map. I've only shown you the main routes and the general progression throughout the map so far. There are so many incredible details hidden on this map, whether it's Dragonstone Island, all the towns, or the many caves and NPCs that help you throughout your run. If you fancy exploring the map with me, why not pop over to our stream? If you're watching this video, there's a good chance I'll be checking out the map myself right now. I hope you liked this video, and I'm thrilled to read if this video has helped you. Hit the like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and consider subbing to the channel. Alright, Frodo.